From ember to empire, the smoke of a new dawn curls over a small camp. In the first light of Eastern Africa, a woman warms her hands, listening. The air tastes of ash and wild grass as a child presses seeds into damp earth. Those seeds rooted humanity in place. Agriculture blossomed in several hearths at once, and fields unfurled from riverbanks to Andean valleys. With surplus came storage, neighbors, and the first councils. Camps steadied into villages, then into towns. Along the Tigris and Euphrates, mud brick walls rose as canals caught the sun. The Nile's floods demanded calendars and careful trust. Here, writing, law, and currency turned harvests into power. Far to the east, cities along the Indus standardized streets and weights, while the Yellow River demanded order. From these challenges, scholars forged philosophies like Confucianism, a moral toolkit for rulers and families. How do simple ideas grow into institutions that define who we are? Monumental faiths soon broadened this shared sense of meaning. Judaism bound memory to law. In the subcontinent, Hinduism layered ritual and duty, while Buddhism offered a path beyond suffering. Across deserts and seas, Christianity and Islam connected distant peoples with shared scripture and charity. Their institutions, bishops, judges, sprawling markets, wove authority into the fabric of daily life. The world began to shrink. Caravans chimed along the Silk Roads, and monsoon winds sped ships across the Indian Ocean. Under the Mongols, these routes briefly unified an entire continent, but pathogens rode with the traders, unleashing the great pandemics of the 14th century. Our borders, budgets, and beliefs still echo these first experiments in living together. Then, oceans turned into highways. Late in the 15th century, a sailor grips a tarred rope off the coast of Africa, smelling salt and possibility. A new world is pulled forward.
The Columbian Exchange begins. A humble potato enriches the diets of the Old World, while invisible diseases devastate the new. Power shifts. Sugar plantations spread, and the Atlantic slave trade forces millions into bondage, asking a terrible question: who owns a life when profit is the judge? Yet in this same era, new science tests the skies, and philosophers champion reason and rights. Revolutions erupt, redrawing the map of citizenship. Generations later, a descendant of that woman by the fire reads by candlelight and dares to vote. Coal ignites mills, and steam drives the growth of cities. Nations harden their borders, and fierce rivalries spark 2 world wars. In their aftermath, empires crack, new flags rise, and a tense peace divides the globe. Today, a new worldwide network shapes our lives, connecting us through digital prayer, artificial intelligence, and the power to edit our own biology. But inequality yawns wider than ever, and the seas continue to climb. The story matters because the same forces of connection and conflict, of risk and reward, shape our choices now. We are still navigating the currents of history toward the next turn that will inevitably surprise us all.